Well, when southwest Nebraska was starting to see white men show up and come into this area, there was a great need for lumber. It was basically a treeless plain. Fires and prairie fires had pretty much burned out all the trees. And living in a sod home is just a notch above living in the Stone Age. So they wanted lumber. Now, there were a few places where there was some lumber. There was a few, but it was on Sioux land. Now, there was a small settlement near McCook, Nebraska, and that settlement had some young men, ambitious they were, and willing to risk life and limb. And so they took axe and saw, 7 men and 4 wagons, and with muzzleloading rifles, they headed out. They got over here on the north side of the Republican River, Sioux land, and then on over on a side chute creek, the Frenchman Creek, and then a side chute river coming into that, which was the Stinking Water. And the Stinking Water is called that because it's so slow moving, and quite often, deep places though, the buffalo would break in and break through that, and it would stink for a year or more and ruin the water. And it was a very eerie canyon full of quicksand, rattlesnakes, and copperheads. But it had giant cottonwood trees, 4 foot across, 60 foot high. One tree could make 3 houses. And so that was the temptation. And so those 7 men went up that canyon. Painted eyes saw those wagons come. You bet. No one ever saw those men again for a dozen years. But after they drove the Sioux out of the area, they did check out that area and find 4 burned out wagons and dead bodies hanging up in the trees, those dead bodies that had hoped to cut those same trees down. And even the homesteaders that came through that immediate area left those trees alone, considering them cursed. And yet today some people talk about that canyon, when the wind blows you can hear those men screaming and begging for their lives. Mass killings, it's not a new thing.